What's going on, people? I'm gonna make a quick review on I just super stoked. I got my 1100 flow wings, and I'm gonna make a quick review. However, I'm just gonna get in the water. I'm not gonna do any surfing because that's what they suggest for you to use this wing with for surfing. But I'm just gonna put it in flat water just to feel, to give you the feedback how this wing feels. I know it's a very nimble, very fast and react wing in comparison to the one I had. So here's the deal. I never had a cruiser. I start out with the Flyer, which that's the wing that I start up with. The Flyer is 828 centimeters square of surface, and the Flow 1100, of course, is actually 1099 centimeters, which 1100 centimeters square. But the cool difference, the major difference between both this wing, it's the shape, of course. Not only is it a little bit wider, but the cool thing is this dihedral shape that makes the wing be very loose. This is very stable because it got these 2 points over here, and of course this is very loose because it goes anywhere. So I can't wait to put this in the water. It's also slightly wider on the base, and I heard that this gives a lot of lift. I went ahead and also bought the stabilized stab, which is the 245 against the 290, which is the original one that comes in on Fliteboard. Now, some people could change the front wing and that's it, but I want to go through the whole thing. I want to get the both set up to see how both feels in the water, and I believe you should do that too because it's a major difference. As you can see, this is a 290, this is 245, but once again, the major difference is in the shape that they are. You know, not only is there smaller stabilizer, but also that the hydro shape, slightly the hydro shape, that's gonna make this turn left and right all the time. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh, one more thing. They also change, you know, it comes with this base that you gotta change. And one more thing as well is that the cover different. The old covers, it was just neoprene, and actually I lost my neoprene cover once because the wind blew this open and I lost my cover while I had it on the top of my car, on the roof of my car. And the new wing only opens in one, the new cover only opens on one side, which just stays on it all the time. Now, put that aside. Of course, I'm not gonna put this in a wave. I'm just gonna put it in flat water to see how it feels, the response. And I gotta say, I'm in New England, man, in Boston, Massachusetts. It sucks over here. Today, luckily, it's 60 degrees out. However, the water's at 39. So psychologically, I'm going already, oh man, if I fall in the water, I'm gonna be frozen. I'm gonna freeze my nuts off. So psychologically, you're already getting in the water like, oh, I don't wanna fall. But anyways, I gotta see what happens. I'm gonna put this thing in the water and see how it goes, all right? Another unusual day in Massachusetts, 6 degree on March 6th, I think. So here's one thing that you don't understand about New England water sports. If you live in California, Florida, doesn't matter how cold it gets, you can still fall in the water. Over here is something very different. Whenever it gets a little bit warm, the water is still pretty cold. So we're facing like 45, 50 degrees in the water. So your game is different. I'm nervous right now, man, I'm telling you. Outside is nice, but I know that water's gonna be freezing. It's gonna freeze my nuts off. So that's the problem. You become a little bit, your game is a little bit out of whack. So you really not, your head's not really onto the game at all. So you're quite nervous. And on top of that, I'm using the new setup of wing. I know what's good. Look at this. There still snow on the ground right now, if you can see it. But it is what it is. Let's see what happens. This is the new setup I'm using today. First time in the water with it. Is the 1100 flow wing with 245 stab wing. So what this does, of course, upside down, it's much more stable. And usually the wing is like this, making very stable. As you can see, this is gonna be very unstable. And honestly, I'm very nervous because the water is cold. I've never used this wing before, but it is what it is. But I can't wait for the summer. And as you can see, of course, it's flat water. I'm not gonna be trying this on ocean, of course, on waves, of course. So it's gonna be very flat, and still is gonna be a little bit challenging. See you guys in the water.
Is amazing wing, and actually is a little more stable than I thought it was going to be. Of course, not trying anything radical yet, because I'm not used to the wing. However, it does turns in a dime, which is kind of scary, and it's very sensitive to waves, which that's what this wing is made for. Wow, and that's it. Every time it just touch a wave, it pumps right up. And that's just a little bit small wake. It's very sensitive to waves, which is kind of cool. As I said, of course, I'm not pushing the wing to the limit right now because I'm still getting used to it. But it's very stable. As I said, it's more stable. More stable than I thought it was going to be. However, it does, well, the only thing that you gotta get used to is the pitch. It goes up and down very easily. I guess that's why it's good for surf, because it's very pitch sensitive. Once you pull it up, it goes right out. When you pull it down, push it down, it goes right down. And for carving, it carves very fast and it pumps very, very nice too. Unfortunately, of course, I'm not putting this on a wave today, but it's a pretty cool wave.
I'm sorry for making such a long video, and as you can see, this is not going to be a great review because I'm only using the Flow 1100 on flat water to give an idea how it feels. Now, for my surprise, the Flow wing was actually more stable than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be all over the place, but wasn't. This comparing coming from a flyer wing, not a cruiser. In terms of turning and carving, this wing, it's amazing. It's very, very responsive, but yet it still gives a little bite when you're making a sharp turn. It does feel like you're surfing on flat water, and it's super, super fun. One thing that I found to be struggling with a little bit was the pitch of the wing. I mean, the going up and down motion of the wing. As you can see in the beginning of the video, I took a very silly wipeout on a small little wake. But that's what this wing is made and designed for gliding and to be very sensitive to wakes and waves. So it's just a matter of me getting used to it. But towards the end of my session, I was controlling that much better. Now, the only minor cons that I found in this wing is if you breach the water with the propeller. In the flyer wing, for instance, if you breach the water with the propeller, you still have control of the board. With this one, that's it. You breach the water, you're gonna fall. But then again, that's me in my first day of riding. I'm sure I'm gonna get you over with that pretty soon. Guys, thank you for watching the video. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Have a great day.